Temujin had three brothers named Hasar, Hachiun, and Temuge, and one sister named Temulen, as well as two half-brothers named Begter and Belgute. Like many of the nomads of Mongolia, Temujin's early life was difficult. His father arranged a marriage for him, and at 9 years of age he was delivered by his father to the family of his future wife Berta, who was a member of the tribe Kongirad. Temujin was to live there in service to Dai Setsen, the head of the new household, until he reached the marriageable age of 12. While heading home, his father ran into the neighboring Tatars, who had long been enemies of the Mongols, and he was subsequently poisoned by the food they offered. Upon learning this, Temujin returned home to claim his father's position as chieftain of the tribe. However, his father's tribe refused to be led by a boy so young. They abandoned Holen and her children, leaving them without protection. Despite the rejection and abandonment, Temujin's resolve grew stronger. He vowed to unite the Mongol tribes and avenge his father's death. As he strategized to gather support, Holen encouraged her children to remain brave and resilient, instilling in them the strength to face the challenges ahead. Holen and her children lived in poverty, surviving on wild fruits and ox carcasses, marmots, and small game killed by Temujin and his brothers. Begter, Temujin's older half-brother, began to exercise the power of the eldest male in the family, and eventually Temujin's mother Holen would have to accept him as her husband if and when he became an adult. Temujin's resentment erupted during one hunting excursion that Temujin and his brother Kasar killed their half-brother Begter. In 1177, he was captured and held prisoner by his father's former allies, the Taichi Ud. The Taichi Ud enslaved Temujin, but with the help of a sympathetic guard, he was able to escape from the yurt in the middle of the night by hiding in a river crevice. Around this time, Gelmay and Boorchu, future generals of Genghis Khan, joined forces with him, and his reputation became widespread after his escape. None of the tribal confederations of Mongolia were united politically, and arranged marriages were often used to solidify temporary alliances. Temujin grew up observing the tough political climate of Mongolia, which included tribal warfare, thievery, raids, corruption, and continual acts of revenge, compounded by interference from the Chinese dynasties to the south. Temujin's mother Holen taught him many lessons about the unstable political climate of Mongolia, especially the need for alliances. Marriage to Berta marked an important alliance for Temujin at the age of 16. However, shortly after their wedding, she was kidnapped by the Merkits,